This is a warning. The Grim Reaper of radio, Bob Romanik, with his off-the-record show is about to air. He's probably the nastiest and craziest son of a bitch that you've ever had the misfortune to encounter. The Grim Reaper show will be very controversial and probably quite tasteless. If you are even slightly offended by controversial matter concerning religion, racial matters, politics, or life's problems, you are hereby warned to turn this program off immediately. The Grim Reaper show will be, like his face, very scary and very ugly. At this time, not proudly, but shamefully presents to you Bob Romanik, the craziest son of a bitch on the radio today.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio. And we are, as always, and proud, very proud to be the Patriot. I speak with people every day. I'm driving the clown car, one of the radio cars. A young kid said, Mama, look at the clown car. You've heard me say this before. And I walk by and I says, yes, son, that's my clown car, and I'm the clown driving it. And, you know, if you can't make fun of yourself, something ain't right, because none of us are perfect. We get these politicians walking around like they're really somebody. But I want to tell you, ignorant, stupid, no-count, low-life, good-for-nothing, rotten son of a bitches, and as you people can tell, I haven't been taking my medication. I flushed it down the toilet. Like all these Democratic political bastards should be flushed down the toilet. I flushed it down the toilet. I'm not going to play that game. I'm going to tell you what I want, when I want, about who I want, because I can. Because this is America. You can do the same thing. But I had a lady say, Bob, sometimes you go a little crazy. Sometimes, you know, you talk bad about people. And I told her, and I was being a little facetious, of course. I said, ma'am, I'm not Bob the nice guy Romanik. I'm not Bob Santa Claus Romanik. I'm Bob the Grim Reaper of radio Romanik. There's nothing good comes out of any association with the Grim Reaper of anything. If you're the Grim Reaper of ice cream, I guarantee the ice cream's spoiled. And I wanted to do that years back when I started on the radio because everybody wanted to be politically correct. Everybody wants somebody to like them. You see the guys on TV, they're always sucking up to everybody. You see, hear the guys on the radio years back. Oh, you want to be nice? I want to be nice when it's appropriate to be nice, but I also want to be a big ass, and I'm good at that, when it's appropriate to be a big ass. So I am the Grim Reaper. So don't think it's going to be nice. You hear my introduction. If you're offended by life's problems, racial problems, religious problems, any problems, if you ain't got the guts to listen, don't listen, because I don't care. I'm going to move on every day when I leave this radio station. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to live my life. But I try to make it a little more bearable, not for these politicians, because I want to make it unbearable for these rotten bastards, but I want to make it bearable for the decent people like me, people that are flawed, people that have made mistakes and are trying to provide legitimately for them and their families. Unlike the politicians, there's nothing at all legitimate about being a politician. Now, there's legitimacy in being a public servant when you're out there helping everybody. But what I would like for everybody, not just in St. Clair County, I hope there's groups. I've talked with people in Macoupin County, talked with people in Greene County, Clinton County. They want to start a freedom coalition. And I think that's the best thing in the world. All you guys, you need to start freedom coalitions in whatever county, whatever respective county you're in. And I would ask, don't have to like Bob Romanik. We've got a little problem with some people say you're going to lose some support for the coalition because you call people bitches. I call men bitches, women bitches. This is Bob Romanik. I'll speak for myself. If you ever hear me say, and you hear a promo that says that I'm for freedom and I'm for fair government, And that does say endorsed and supported by the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition. If you ever once hear me go crazy, and at the end of my spiel you hear it endorsed and supported by the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition, then get pissed off at the members and everybody in the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition. When you just hear Bob Romanik, you get pissed off at Bob Romanik. If you want to talk to me, you can call me. You see me on the street, I stop and talk to everybody. But I'm not speaking for the coalition when I'm ranting and raving on some of these bastards. Now, I will say I support the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition, and if everyone, man, woman, Democrat, Republican, black, white, Hispanic, Catholic, Jews, Protestants, Baptists, if everyone gets together and becomes part of the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition, in philosophical terms only, come the election in 16, if we all have the common goal not to live next door to Bob Romanik, not to go out and have a lunch with Bob Romanik or somebody else you may not like, but to know that we have to unite because we all have one common enemy. That's the St. Clair County Democratic Central Committee, the culture of corruption in St. Clair County. Let's don't lose sight of that. Let's never lose sight of that situation. Now, you're going to have people say, that Romanik and those guys are stirring up crap. That's the St. Clair County Democratic culture of corruption. They're going to try to okey-doke you all throughout this year and next year going into 16. And you may even say, hey, I don't like that son of a bitch. I don't like Bob Romanik. But you know what? I don't like Bob Romanik. Listen to the adjectives. I don't like Bob Romanik, but I hate what the St. Clair County Democratic Central Committee, the culture of corruption, I hate what they've done to St. Clair County. I hate what they've done to me and my family. I hate the higher taxes, the no services, the violence. I hate it. So you can dislike me, but you better like you and your family, and by doing that, become part of the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition. It's not a personality contest. It's a getting rid of the enemy. Here, me and you are neighbors, and we're fighting like cats and dogs over a property line. But one night, we're sitting out there arguing, and here comes 15 guys in masks with guns, and we both know that they're coming to rob us and kill us. I guarantee you at that point, we're going to unite. Even though we're not the best of friends, even though we may dislike each other, at that point in time, our common goal is to get rid of these killers, these potential killers and robbers. And you know how you do it? You unite. You unite together, and you do it. Let's take care of a little, what little housekeeping we have. Then we're going back to Brendan Kelly. I'm going out to Freeburg. I want to salute the great people of Freeburg. Coming up on Sunday, July the 26th, St. Elizabeth's Church Picnic in the nice little village of Marine, Illinois. Family-style chicken dinner. That's going to be Sunday, July the 26th. Adults $10, children $4. Going to be carryouts, bingo, raffles. If you have any questions, says come rain or shine. Everyone's cordially invited. They have in parentheses, except Bob Romanik. But that's okay. See, they're intelligent people. Also, they're going to have attendance prizes. For more information, you can call the good people at Marine at 618-977-8139. You can pick me up every day for whatever show you've missed. Pick me up on iTunes. Type in Bob Romanik and/or the Grim Reaper of Radio. You can go to streaming at insanebroadcasting.com, one word, common spelling, to pick up all three of our great stations. You can like us on Facebook at KQQZ 1190 AM or our sister station at KZQZ 1430 AM. And as always, my repeat performance every day, Monday through Friday at 4 o'clock p.m. And now broadcasting from the graveyard to the graveyard shift every night at the stroke of midnight. On this date, July the 15th, 1876, G.W. Bradley pitched the first Major League Baseball no-hitter for the St. Louis Reds. Hell, I didn't know we had the St. Louis Reds. Against Hartford, 2-0. That was on July the 15th, 1876. July the 15th, 1885, Niagara Falls Reservation was formally opened. On this date, July the 15th, 1916, Boeing Company, originally known as Pacific Aero Products, was founded in Seattle by William Boeing. On this date, July the 15th, 1932, President Hoover cut his own salary by 15%. On this date, July the 15th, 1939, Clara Adams of New York became the first woman to complete a round-the-world flight. Hey, let's go back to July the 15th, 1932. Why don't all you rotten bastards in the state of Illinois, all you state senators, state representatives, everybody, every elected official, why don't you follow the lead of President Hoover and cut your salary, by 25%, 30%. You're still going to make a fortune. You're still going to have good benefits. It just pisses me off when these bastards talk about, let's get a budget together. We're going to have to cut here and there. That's good. That's good. But let's cut yours, too. Let's cut your crap, too, you idiots. On this date, July the 15th, 1959, launching what he called his new frontier, Senator John F. Kennedy accepted the Democratic nomination for president. On this date, July the 15th, 1994. Now, I wouldn't believe this. Don't tell me it's so. Professional wrestler Hulk Hogan actually admitted under oath in a New York courtroom that he had taken steroids to get big, to build up. Now don't call and tell me there's no Santa Claus, because those two things it's really devastating me. That's what happened on this date, July the 15th, throughout all these years in our world's history. As always, thanks for the emails. Thanks for the text. I want to say hi to Bob Hubert from White City in Macoupin County. Says still hoping to get a chat with me, Bob. I'm going to be up that way to talk to you good people in Macoupin County about starting a Macoupin County Freedom Coalition. Says that Macoupin County is probably the second most corrupt county in the state of Illinois. So that's really saying something. But anyway, he says politics hate honest people, as you know. Thanks. Thank you very much, Bob Hubert. I may be getting up there in Macoupin County very soon. You heard me talk yesterday about a gentleman. Then I read off some of our likes and dislikes on Facebook. This message is from Elton Brock. Bob, we can disagree on a lot of your beliefs. I do agree with you on this culture of corruption in St. Clair County. I will look into a few people running with this coalition. I might help out, but make no promises. Yes, I can get you votes. Thank you, Elton Brock. Now, I gave Elton Brock all kind of crap, not because he didn't agree with me, because he called me a racist. And Elton, if you're around and if you're listening, and apparently you listen all the time, and I appreciate that, give me a call, because I jumped your ass, and I said black ass, and I think you're a black man. If you're not, I'll apologize and call you. If it's your white, I'll call you a white ass. But the only thing that really pissed me off, not just with you, with a lot of people, don't call me a racist. I guarantee you, I've given $200,000-$300,000 in my lifetime, and don't think I'm kidding, because I'm not, to poor people, primarily the black community down below the hill. I give money out yesterday. And I hate like hell to say that, like I'm patting myself on the back. But when I see somebody poor, when I see somebody struggling, dragging a big cart with a whole bunch of tin cans in this hot weather, and he's a black man, and I know he's not going to get but 30 cents for 5 million aluminum cans, I stopped off yesterday and gave him $20. Now, hopefully he'll get something to eat. And I don't want to make that for publication, because I'm not a nice guy. You can't buy niceness. You just have to be nice. I buy humanity. That's what the human thing is to do. And nobody has to like me, see, because I don't give a damn. But I know what I do. And if people did the same, it'd be a lot better place to live. Don't tell me you can go down the street and see anybody. Now, if I'm a racist, I see a black guy. He's got all these cans, barely making it, sweating his ass off yesterday. I hope he's still alive. I'd run up to him and use the N-word and speed off. Let him suck up my gas fumes. That's not what human beings do. Give a damn about black or white. So Elton Brock, that's what pissed me off, because I'm not a racist. But if I got a problem with a black person, I'm man enough to bring it out. Most white people are afraid to. They won't use the N-word. They won't use it in public, but when they're in private, they use it all the time. The blacks use hunky. Let's get past that bull crap. There's too many serious things to worry about. But Elton Brock, if you've got time, you give me a call, buddy. And the only thing I want to know is why you would ever think that I'm a racist. We've got a caller. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side. Hello. Hello, caller. Let's go to another caller. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Yeah, Bob, this is JR. You need to be commended. There ain't nobody else to take the fight on with these crooked politicians. You talk about going to the trough, and then once they get to the trough, then the bigger and the crooked politician they are, then they fill up the pig pen with their friends with high-paying jobs with all kinds of benefits, and other people that's more qualified for the job never even never even give a resume. So without you putting up the good fight, there ain't nobody out here to put up the fight.
Well, JR, I appreciate that, but I'm no better of a man than you are, and every man and woman that wants to fight the fight. I just happen to be a crazy white man who commandeered the airways. My son bought these radio stations, and only because I'm his father, I guess he lets me get away with this. But I have to tell you, there's a lot of good people, both black and white, out there that just doesn't have the opportunity. So I'm speaking for all of us. JR, and thank you. When I say we're fighting the fight, I happen to be the one in the front of the mob running. We're all running together, but I've got the flag. Now, I've said before, when people start cheering us for what we're doing, I'm going to be in the front because I'm the one that's carrying the flag. That doesn't mean I'm any better or any worse than anybody. Doesn't mean I'm a better man than any of you good men out there. But that means only one person can fly the flag. Only one person can give the crap on the radio like I do. And when they start cheering, they're not cheering for me. They're not cheering for you guys. They're cheering for what we're doing. And what we're doing is trying to stop this culture of corruption in St. Clair County. And hopefully it'll take legs and go up and walk and run up to Madison County, to Macoupin County, Clinton, Washington, St. Louis County, Jefferson, St. Charles County. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to enlighten people. And, you don't get anybody's attention by saying, hello, hello. You know how you get somebody's attention? You go up and you slap him in the face. Guarantee you that's going to get their attention, and that's what we do here at KQQZ. We slap them in the face. We've got another caller. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side. Go ahead, caller. We're having a problem here, so never mind. Hey, listen, Amika Jackson. The bitch was on the radio last night, and there you go. I said the bitch. I'm sorry, black bitch. I'm identifying her. Because if not, you may think if I'm talking bitch, that I'm talking about the white bitch, Erin Kern, who I never got any heat over saying that, but that's okay. This bitch, she gets on TV and says that she fired Chief Fleury, who I believe did a great job, and said it was for the best for the city to do that. If you're actually concerned about the city, Amika, you need to resign your stinky black ass. This bitch, she's taken care of more people in Parks's camp since she's been elected. But I've told you what she's doing. She's circling the wagons, and she's not that politically astute. It's her daddy, Eddie the Gerbil Jackson, and the Senator Foghorn, I say Buckwheat Claiborne. Hey, and Buckwheat, you got some big problems coming down. You're going to be hearing about them here very, very soon. You've got some real big problems, Buckwheat. Oh, and I really want to apologize to Buckwheat, of course, because Buckwheat wasn't as big an idiot as the Senator Claiborne, you greedy no-count bastard, and you proud blacks down below the hill. You're the one to keep getting him elected. The people out of East St. Louis in the 57th Senatorial District of Illinois last election, they didn't vote for Claiborne. It's Catherine Ryoko with not much money, a nice lady from Swansea. She just about beat his black ass. Hadn't been for East St. Louis to pull his ass out of the fire. But what are you people in East St. Louis going to get for it? There may be one or two that he throws a few crumbs to. But I will say this. Everybody that Claiborne's done something for, got him a job, his girlfriends. Who said that? Did something for somebody, did something nice, his friends. Somebody said friends. I don't know who the hell that was, but you guys go ahead and support Claiborne, who we want, who the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition wants. We want people that have been screwed by Claiborne, by Eddie the Gerbil. And I still tell you, I may run for state representative, and you know what it's going to be in East St. Louis? That's a big block of vote. That white boy, he's a racist. That white boy, he's a racist. That's what you're going to hear. Well, I guarantee you this white boy's done more for the proud black community than Eddie Jackson ever thought about doing. So they can use that race crap all they want. But if I run, I won't so much run to win. I'll run to expose. And I said yesterday and the day before, if I win, I'm not going to promise you that I can get your taxes lowered. I'm not going to promise you there's going to be more jobs. I'm not going to promise you there's going to be less crime, because I can't control that. All these politicians promise you everything and give you nothing at the end of the day. What I'll promise you is what I promised you on the air, day in and day out. I'll expose these rotten bastards. I'll go up to Springfield fighting. I guarantee you I'll probably be censored and thrown out of the State House. But I guarantee you I won't go out easy. I won't go out easy, just like St. Clair County tried to trump me up on a bull crap trespass charge that cost you good people $150,000, 3.5 years tying up the court system, and I win it in a record-breaking 3 or 4 minute jury verdict. No, it's not going to happen, people. That's what we need. We need people who are going to stand up and do what the hell's the right thing to do, not what's politically correct. And I got to say, Amika, I hope you don't put out an ad in the paper for different positions, important positions in East St. Louis, because I'm sure if you do, it will read qualifications. No professional qualifications. The only qualifications, can you get me votes? Can you get the East St. Louis Democratic Club votes so we, the big shots, can keep our big paying jobs and pensions while all the real people, all the ordinary, normal people of East St. Louis keep struggling. I heard the day before yesterday, I think it was, a black guy. I stopped down and got a soda down in East St. Louis, right by City Hall. Said, Romanik, you're right. He says, us blacks aren't getting nothing. And they always cry, those hunkies. See, you can say what you want, but whenever the black politicians, the rotten bastards, not the public servants, when they're below the hill in their area, it ends up always being racial. We can't let these white guys, and they're right, can't let these white guys run your town. And I agree with you. But what you do, you elect these bastard plantation Negroes, and they in turn give the power to the white boys in Belleville, the Kerns, the Spragues, the Barra-Civics. So don't let them okey-fadoke you. You proud blacks, you've been hearing this same crap for 20, 30 years, and it's not going to change until you change it. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, America's bi-state voice of freedom, your guardian of the First Amendment, Radical Radio. And we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot.
From KQQZ 1190 AM, St. Louis, Missouri, USA, you're listening to Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, America's bi-state voice of freedom, and proud to be your First Amendment and all-American station, Radical Radio, and we stand tall as the Patriot. I guess everyone heard about the situation last night, this off-duty sergeant got ambushed. Now, we're all the decent people. And I have to say, I know you're out there, but sometime you got to go off the chart. We all support every proud professional St. Louis police officer, and I want to salute them for the job they do today and every day. And I want to salute, again, all first responders, policemen, firemen, paramedics, ambulance drivers. See, we never think about them until we need them, but they're out there. They're out there every day waiting to protect us, waiting to serve us. Let's show them some respect, people. I went over last night. I was at the hospital in St. Louis, and I was close to the St. Louis Police Department, and a gentleman, don't know his name, had a little impromptu support rally for the police right across from the police department. And there was only probably 10, 15 people there. I stopped by and I met the president, I guess that's his title, of the St. Louis Police Officers Union, Jeff Rhoda. What a great guy. He's fighting. And you guys ought to be thankful you've got a guy like Jeff Rhoda fighting for you guys, because he said, Bob, I'm going to fight till my last breath. These are decent men and women protecting the people of St. Louis. They deserve a good salary. They deserve good benefits, and I'm here to help them fight for it. So, Jeff Ruda, I want to salute you for the job you're doing with the St. Louis City Police Department. And again, salute all you fine officers, men and women, in the St. Louis Police Department. But I have to say I was a little embarrassed. They have these impromptu rallies, and people drive by, and there's only 10, 15 people come. And that doesn't mean there's not great support for our police officers, our proud professional heroes, but it happened so quick. This officer was shot, and this gentleman, again, a nice gentleman, wanted to do something to show his support. But those impromptu rallies really aren't being very effective. I say, and I will help, I will donate. We need to get everyone on both sides of the river. Take it to Forest Park. We'll put it on the station. Let's announce it for about 30 days. Let's put a big, they talk about the 1 Million Man March. Let's have a 1 million person march for our proud law enforcement all throughout the St. Louis metropolitan area, all the police departments on the Illinois side, all the police departments on the Missouri side. Bring our families out. Bring our friends out. Let's have one whole day. Let's flood an area. But we can't do it in 10 minutes. Can't do it in 15 minutes. And again, I shouldn't say embarrassing. It wasn't embarrassing. It was I just felt bad for the people over there, because all their hearts were in the right place. And I guarantee you there were probably 20,000 more people that would have liked to came, but it was on a Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. People are just getting off work. Let's all get together. And my number here is toll-free, 1-888-394-1430. Let's all get together and put on a big show for support of law enforcement. Let's do it at a big park over in St. Louis. Let's invite every police department from throughout the Metro East on both sides of the river. Let's invite them and their families. Let's get some corporate sponsorships. Everybody else gets it. Hey, Anheuser-Busch, I'd be the first one to call you. Ralston Purina, I'd be the first one to call you. These big corporations, let's take care of the people that are protecting you and your property. That's these fine, professional, heroic police officers. So if anybody wants to get that going on a serious note, give me a call. I'll do all I can do. But when you drove by yesterday and I stopped, it was, and again, I don't know what term to use. It wasn't embarrassing. It was just disheartening, I guess. I guess that's the word, because more people didn't come out. But again, on an hour's notice, a half hour's notice, people can't just take off work. They have to plan this. So if we're going to do something, let's do it the right way. Let's do it, and really, we'll have speakers out there. We'll have military music. Let's do it and show the community how many thousands and thousands of people are behind our professional law enforcement officers. We can't do it in an hour's time, but I'd like to have that every year. I know there's a law enforcement day where people have a few speeches and they honor some people. But let's have a entire law enforcement day at Forest Park. Let's have vendors out there. Let's have corporate sponsors. They do for the rap groups. They do for the music groups. They do for every other group. Let's do it for the proud professional police officers Some of us have family members that are police officers, others don't. But let's do it. Let's do it because that's what we should do. Because these people are our first line of defense. I know I get a little mad sometimes. I speed. I may get a ticket. I get mad, but I'm mad at myself at the end of the day. I shouldn't have done it. But just because a police officer gives you a ticket or gives you a little bit of hell because you're parked wrong, who gives a damn? At the end of the day, they're going to be there to protect you and your family. They're going to be there to maybe save your life. So let's get past the trivial crap. And again, I want to salute all you guys. And what pisses me off now, what really pisses me off, and don't get me going, because this no-count, low-life, good-for-nothing, and you think I'm playing, if I'm lying, I'm dying. This really pisses me off. And Joyce, thank you, but I was going to run with it. She sent me something today, and I appreciate it, Joyce. I won't mention your last name. I don't want to get into somebody disliking you for listening to my station or agreeing with me, but they tell me this no-count rotten black. Now, wait a minute. I use that term black on the air, yes. And if he was a white man, he'd be a white, no-count, low-life, good-for-nothing son of a bitch. Chief of Police Bill Clay. And I got to say, I got to tag on Mark Pussy Boy Eckert, that no-count, low-life, good-for-nothing, white cracker son of a bitch. These bastards, with all the problems going on in this country, with America trying to be pulled apart from every direction, from the terrorists, from the racists, from the everybody. Now we've got Belleville. Bill Clay, the chief of Belleville, whose son is going to be one of the new associate judges. They're one of the elite. And Mark Pussyboy Eckert, the mayor of Belleville, instead of flying our flag proudly and high, I'm for making a 5 million foot flagpole and flying our flag, our great American flag, Old Glory, 5,000 feet in the air to prove a point, to send a message. This no-count, greasy bastard, Bill Clay, your chief of police in Belleville, and Mayor Mark Pussyboy Eckert, they're changing the police uniforms in Belleville. Now, no longer will there be the proud American flag on one shoulder and the city emblem of Belleville on the other shoulder. All new police uniforms will have 2 Belleville city patches. They've taken the flag, this great American flag, they've taken it down. They might as well have stepped on it. You bastard, Bill Clay, you're a black man. You know what this great country has afforded you? It's afforded you the opportunity to get an education, to serve our military, to be the chief of police. And I don't want to flip the script. What's it done for you, you white cracker bastard? Mark Pussyboy Eckert. It's give you the same opportunity, hasn't it? It didn't look at color, and I know there's some racial problems, but it didn't look at color. If you're a man and you want to succeed, you can succeed. I don't give a damn if you're purple, red, white, and blue, polka dot. Who gives a damn? But you 2 bastards in Belleville, and this is near and dear to my heart because I love our police departments. I respect them. And more than that, I love this great country of ours. And for you to disrespect, and you aldermen, some I know, some I like. If you bastards let this go, then you're truly bastards. Somebody needs to stand up and say, hey, we've got the sign of Belleville, the Belleville emblem for the police department on one sleeve. Let's leave that American flag there, because when you need that American flag, it'll be there for you, you no-count son of a bitches. Bill Clay, chief of police in Belleville, Illinois, and Mark Pussyboy Eckert, the mayor of Belleville, Illinois. Why the hell would you even attempt to make a move like that with all the ISIS activity? We don't want to hide our American flag, you ignorant bastards. We want to wave it and wave it and wave it. And I call every alderman out. And you bastards, and I say bastards, and I'll apologize after you stop this atrocious act. Why, I ask, in this day and age, would you want to take the American flag off anything? Why would you want to do that? I know I'd say, call me Bill Clay, you no-count rotten bastard. And they say, Bob, you hang in Belleville, you drive in Belleville. Hey, you've seen my car before, you idiot. I'm driving the clown KQQZ car. I'll come up to the courthouse. I don't give a damn. You're not going to scare me because you're a bum with the badge. And Eckert, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, you rotten bastard. You're the mayor. You could stop this overnight. I talked to somebody last night, and they say, Bob, you're going to make a big deal? Yes, you're damn straight. I'm going to make – no, I'm not going to make a big deal out of this. I'm going to make a real big deal out of this because it's a symbolic thing, and it's not right. It's not right in this great country with all the problems we're having, and we're going to take and disrespect. Might as well take that flag, Eckert, take that flag, Clay, and burn it. Symbolically, that's what you have done. That's what you have done, you rotten bastards. And all you brave military people out there, all you heroes, all you veterans, all you police officers, you see what these bastards do? And that could be the straw that broke the camel's back here in Belleville. Somebody says it's such a minor deal. No, it's like the slap in the face to every proud, true American, every veteran, every member of the family who had a veteran serve, who died for our country. Are you crazy? You think about it. For that little symbol, that Old Glory, that great flag, the United States flag, and Bill Clay, the chief of police in Belleville, and Mark Pussy Boy Eckert, the mayor of Belleville, are instructing every police officer, every new uniform, that flag comes down. That flag should never come down, you rotten bastards. And again, I challenge the Board of Aldermen and the good people of Belleville. When they take that flag off that police uniform, it's like disrespecting your grandmother. It's like calling your grandmother a whore. You never do that. And what you never do is disrespect this great flag that has protected us all these centuries, that has given us the opportunity to live a decent life. You no-count rotten bastards. Kiss my white, hairy, stinky American ass. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and proud of it. And we are, as always, proud, very, very, very proud to be the Patriot.
From KQQZ 1190 AM, St. Louis, Missouri, USA, you're listening to Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, very proud to be the Patriot. We've got some callers. Let's go ahead. Let's take the caller. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Hey, this is Brother Bob. How you doing, my brother?
Hey, Brother Bob.
Mother.
How you doing, buddy? What's going on in your world, Brother Bob?
Hey, man, what's going on in my world? You and I are brothers by another mother because we are constitutionalists. We love what we can do under this Constitution to solve the problems of America. And what you have been doing, and, you know, you and I talk all the time, I get over there when I can, that we have got to support our law enforcement people. Goddamn people, they want to go home at the end of the day to their families. And what you are doing, you and I as convicted felons, both of us, we did not rat out. We did not snitch. You know, you explained many, many times on your program. I came out of Cairo, Illinois, with unanimous front on gun charge, and all of my guns were legally registered. We appealed my case all the way up to the U.S. Supreme Court with people. They still remanded it back down for retrial. I had to go to prison just like you, 5 and 5 years. I'll be 73 years old this month. You hear that fire in my gut, I hear it every day with you. Every day, and the people saying you're right on. And then what you want to do now, and you not talk briefly, we've been trying to set up a national organization that we want to say I support our law enforcement officers. They are people because they are not bound with badges, as you say. When I was there with Lieutenant Governor Sunday, I was Lieutenant Governor of Missouri, announced his candidacy for governor. Mayor knows I went and hugged him. Yeah, Reggie in Delwood, the mayor. We were there. I knew Kendall when he was 15 years old, and I was down in Cape Raleigh, Missouri, executive director, and I was 24 years old. So, brother, what we are doing now, let's take it to Forest Park. Let's take it to your good friend, David Boone Fuller, there on Sevier, Washington, here in St. Louis. You are the voice now and the only one because you own the station because of your son. That's our constitutional right. You are the one. You ain't scared. You are the one that's saying, this is what we need to do. Glenn Beck, we're trying to get to Ferguson. The mayor is on board with that. Pastor Pearson, who I told you, who is the pastor of the Greater St. Mounts Family Church and having the center next door, is also the state representative of the 66th district there in North County. Guess what? He's running for lieutenant governor.
Hey, Brother Bob, I don't want to cut you short, but I do appreciate your call, and I'm going to give you the last word because I've got to go to Freeburg here real quick. So what do you got to tell the good people in the listening audience about you and what we're going to do for the good people?
I would say please contact me at 314-398-5478. That's 398-5478 because with the mayor out there in Ferguson, they have gotten a black man in now as the interim city manager. He's they're getting ready to do the hire a black, or I guess, I don't know who it's going to be, for police chief. But if they don't become public servants, like you say, and become politicians, then we have to continue because we need to set up the Ferguson North County Civic Education Coalition like y'all have that in St. Clair County. We are ready in St. Louis over here to do it, but we have to do it organized. And, brother, thank you. I love you, and I respect you so much.
Brother Bob, thank you very much. Hey, listen, people had a gentleman in Denton County call me, remember yesterday, about they're going to fly the flag at half-staff, mourning the rights of gays. I had someone call me and tell me thanks. Said, Bob, you helped put a stop to it. I exposed it. Now they tell me that they're not going to do that. They're not going to fly the flag at half-staff. And you ignorant bastards in Dent County, and I'm trying to get this gentleman's name, presiding commissioner, Darren Sykes, I guess it is, Cycles. Hey, you idiot. Let people do what they want to do, you stupid son of a bitch. Last but not least, I apologize. We're going to get on Brendan Kelly and this culture of corruption in St. Clair County tomorrow. I rant and rave, but I want to award the good people, the great people of Freeburg, who have the guts to stand up and say, we're not going to give a damn about political correctness. You've got the guts, people of Freeburg. Going to be 500 strong. Coming to the meeting, I guess Thursday night at the School District 77 school board meeting. And I'm going to give you guys the Bob Romanik. You've got more guts than the Packing House Award for standing up for something that you believe in, something that isn't hurting anybody, uniting to fight for what you believe is right. So you good people of Freeburg, again, congratulations to the great people of Freeburg. A salute to some true Americans who are not going to be pushed around. I hope we all take a lesson from the proud community of Freeburg. That's not hurt anyone, that name Midget. And you get this bastard Midget, he's not even going to be there. The one that started the crap is not going to be at the meeting. They don't give a damn. They want to be called the little people. No, you're not. You are little people when you take a situation like this and try to make hay of it. The little person, and I say, quit acting like a kid and grow up, little people. Grow up. The people of Freeburg, they live there. They shop there. They own property there. If they want the name of midgets, and to me, I would think it's a term of endearment. If it was a rotten term, the good people of Freeburg never would have kept it. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is, you good people of Freeburg, you have sent a message like I try to send day in and day out. You send a message that you're not going to be messed with little crap things. The serious things we have to address. But you good people stand tall out in Freeburg. The radio station is going to try to make it out. Here it says Arnold, the little bastard, and I do say little because he's a fidget, said that there are no plans for the Little People Association to attend Thursday's meeting. Well, I tell you what, if it's not that important for the little people to show up, why the hell do they make any kind of to-do about it? It's not that important for them to show up, but they want to disrupt a proud community of Freeburg and try to make them jump through hoops like these politicians try to make us jump through hoops. I say, kiss my ass, little people. I say, jump up and kiss my ass, little people, because you piss me off. And again, why don't you quit acting like kids and grow up? But Freeburg, you are awarded the Bob Romanik. You've got more guts than the Packing House Award, because you do. You people stood up for something you believed in, and I hope everybody becomes a member of the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition. And when you do, you remember this Freeburg situation. These people fought. They're going to stand up tall in masses to fight for what they think's right, fight for what they believe in. We all could take a page out of their playbook, because Freeburg has done it the right way, and we all need to take a page out of their playbook and do it the right way. Stand united together like they're doing in Freeburg to get rid of this culture of corruption in St. Clair County. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you've been listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio. And we are, as always, proud to be the Patriot. You know the routine. Tomorrow we'll be together at 10 o'clock. We'll continue to expose, as I do day in and day out. You don't like what I say, turn it off. If you don't like what I say, do something about it. If you're for the opposition, be for the opposition, but be heard. You hear me, these bastards never respond. At least have the guts, have the integrity to defend your position, you rotten bastards. This culture of corruption, the St. Clair County Democratic Central Committee, stand tall. Even though you're wrong, stand tall for what you believe in. The only thing you believe in is corruption, and corruption never stands tall. People, get your head straight. You don't have to like Bob Romanik. You don't have to like anybody else in the coalition, the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition. But like yourselves, like your families, unite philosophically, unite come November of 2016 and rid this county of this dangerous and lethal culture of corruption that we call the St. Clair County Democratic Central Committee. And we can do that by uniting, by exposing, and at the end of the day, destroying these son of a bitches in November of 16, destroying them politically, of course, right here on the dark side.
They're coming to take me away, ha-ha. They're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha. To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time. And I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats. And they're coming to take me away, ha-ha.
The Patriot.
Your First Amendment and All-American Station. A division of Insane Broadcasting. Renegade Radio.
KQQZ, St. Louis.